All right. Let's talk about the basic structure of code. So, at its basic level, a program is just a bunch of commands that are given to a computer. So, in the same way that a bunch of notes make music and building materials make a house, commands make programs. So in Python, we mark the end of a command by starting a new line. For example, if we have two commands on the same line, it will result in an error because Python wouldn't know exactly where the first command ended and the second command started. As you can see here, when I run my code, we get an error. However, when I put the commands on two separate lines, everything seems fine. Another way to separate our commands is by using a semicolon. So as you'll see here, if I run this code, there is no issues. But I highly recommend that you do not use semicolons because as you can see here, it gets very messy. Trying to read this code right here, it's already given me a headache. So you could use semicolons to separate your commands, but try your best to avoid that. In other programming languages, a semicolon might be mandatory, but in Python, it's not. Okay, so now let's talk about spacing. So as you can see here, we have some space in front of some of these lines over here. In Python, spacing or indentation matters, okay? So let's say we remove the space or indentation here. This right here will be very different from this. So later on, we'll talk a lot more about indentation. So the spacing in front of your lines of code determines how your code is interpreted. So for now, just make sure there's no space in front of your lines of code unless it's needed.